Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to another great episode of Kendra's Corner, man. Got some special guests, returning guests in the building today. But before I go ahead and bring these hilarious comedians on, because I love this time of the week, I need you guys to please make sure you all like, comment, subscribe, turn that notification bell on. Please share this episode with somebody who needs it, because I'm telling you, man, laughter is cheaper and better than medicine. The first person I'm going to bring to the stage, he once dated a woman whose pH balance was thrown off because she let a random man with an infected tooth spit in her vagina. Ryan, you got to do better with these women, man. What's going on with you?
You know, it's just, it's just the pH is hard to control. You know, obviously, it clearly wasn't the pool boy, so. He would have been able to
I know who it
it.
is. It's the person. It's the person we're about to bring next to the stage. You know something I cannot stand? Looking in his mouth and seeing a missing side tooth. Chris, you really need to do something about that. What's going on, brother?
I don't believe in dentists. Okay, I believe RFK Jr. is going to eliminate them, and I'm all for it. I don't believe these teeth mongers.
Love it. I actually met this one guy who I caught myself liking. You know how we all claim that we like someone until we get to know them, like, oh, like, I liked you, right? He told me that he hasn't been, in mind, this was 10 years ago. He says, I have not been to the dentist in 10 years because what happened was he ended up having he had to get like a procedure where they didn't like numb the pain or anything, which, I mean, you're supposed to numb, so some type of anesthesia, right?
Well, you can't go to a back alley and get work done and then blame it on all dentists, you know?
You know what? That started to make sense though. It started, so what happened was he said he went to a reputable dentist and they started drilling like while he was awake and he sat there and allowed the pain to happen. He said since then he has not been to the dentist. I'm like, I have a dentist that you can go to that they're going to do that. What are you talking? You come on now.
I get it though. So there's something about being at the dentist where like they just start going and you just are like, I guess I can't say anything. And also like they're in your mouth. Sometimes it's hard to communicate with them, you know?
You can punch. You can kick. What do you have to say, Ryan?
I just wonder because it's like, did he go to a practice? Because if it's a practice, that guy's like, you know, he's not a big time dentist. You know, like I just found out. I mean, I just googled the difference there. I thought all dentists and doctors were practices, but I guess apparently some are practices, some are actual dentists. And you're like, all right, well, hold on now. Like, who's practicing? You know, I don't want to see a guy who's practicing on my mouth. Like, you know, he's like,
I didn't think about that.
There's a guy paying more money that he's like, he sees me after I work on a couple of you guys.
Maybe it was just like a bad day. You know, he was just like his brain, like maybe he was like a little hungover. And it's like, you know, when you like turn the pan on for making breakfast and then you like forget that you turned it on and it starts like, you know, smoking everywhere. And you're like, oh, shoot, I'm not even ready to have that pan on yet. Maybe it was just a bad day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just, like you just said, Ryan, I wasn't aware of that. I thought that, you know, hey, they're all, you know, you go to the dentist, you see the dental hygienist, they know what they're doing. Now I've asked them, you know, hey, before you decided to actually work in this office, how's it work? They're like, oh, we actually practice on each other before, and then we do a good job. So imagine you're getting practice on as a dental hygienist, another dental hygienist having to practice on you.
I think that's how porn works. Also, don't you think like going to the dentist sometimes it's like the dental hygienist like comes in and like doesn't it makes the dentist feel like a celebrity? You know, they're like, he'll be in soon. And you're like, oh, okay. Like it's very exciting. Like you do all the prep work and then like the star comes in and like gets all the credit.
Yeah, it's definitely how a lot of restaurants work, and that's how drugs work for sure. You know, you're like, all right, well, I don't want to. If you're smart, you're intelligent enough. You're like, all right, I'll let them all indulge first, and then I'll follow suit afterwards. After like 5 people have been there.
Yeah, fair.
I had this one dentist. I stopped going to them. I'm gonna tell you what it was. Now, mind you, this is during the like COVID, like the first few years after COVID-19 happens, and so of course we're having to all wear a mask and everything else like that, right? And I remember they actually made you pay for a mask, right? I don't know if you guys remember going to those establishments where people made you pay. If you didn't have a mask, you had to pay for one.
Right? I paid a lot. Spent a lot of money on masks.
Yeah. Could have used it for a tax write-off, right? You could have got your W-2 for that, right?
Yeah. I just raw dogged the whole thing. No masks. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I don't care.
So let me tell you what happened.
Love that.
This same dentist, they actually had a sign that says it is mandatory for like Listerine, and it's going to be extra $20 for everybody. I'm like, guys.
Come
What's
on.
wrong with y'all? Why are y'all charging us to make us use Listerine? And then
who's this price gouging dentist that you went to? That's nuts.
I'll tell you what, the price of mouthwash did get out of control during the pandemic. I don't know if anybody notices this. I followed the price of mouthwash. I mean, it's just it's one of those things where you're just like, how does this cost so much more now? It's like $15 a bottle now.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and you're like, yeah, come on. This stuff was like $6 a couple years ago. I spit it out. I don't even keep it. You throw it away.
No, you got to keep it. That's how you save money on it. Just reuse it.
Just reuse.
Wait. So this same scalging, I'm gonna tell you what my final strike was. Where I'm like, I gotta go find a whole nother dental practice. This same scalging place. First, you know how you go to some dentist office and they actually got like a TV where you can watch and stuff? They didn't even have that. They had no television at all, right? But I show up at this place, and this is like 2 years ago. They had said that you have to wear a mask, even though the mask mandate's off. You have to wear one. And I'm like, are they serious? I say, yeah, we're done. My mother left first, and I should have followed suit. But I'm like, no, I want to be, loyal to these people. For what?
Yeah, I know. For what? They're not loyal to you. Question though, like, I've been to the dentist where they have the TV set up in the room, and they're like about before they get in that mouth, they're like, "What do you want to watch anything?" And I'm like, I don't no. Do you guys pick anything?
I never get a choice. I've never had a choice. If I
really? I got asked once.
I pick a show like Pawn Stars or something, something quick where you're like, all right, let's cycle through a couple items, It's
yeah. I just want to pick a hard R show, just like tits flapping around out in it while they're just like trying to activities,
Well, I've been asked, but I was a kid when I asked, what do you want to watch? All right, so let's go to the interesting news, Chris. Let me come to you first. So a woman caught her husband cheating after their smart scale notified her that someone who weighed 120 pounds got on the scale in the midnight hour while she was away on a work trip. All right, so that's the first part. The couple had previously separated because of his infidelity. However, they both made a promise not to see anyone while they were working on themselves, right? Which I'm like, I thought I'd be working on himself, right? The weigh-ins were logged at 12:25 a.m. and 12:26 a.m., 2 different weights back to back. Chris, what are your thoughts on this?
First off, 120 pounds. What was he sleeping with? Half of me? My thought is that number one, I am so sick of smart. Why do you have a smart scale? What purpose? Shooting your weight to your phone? Like, what kind of eternal reminder of sadness do you need that you need your weight on your phone? Just get a scale and step on it, and then promise yourself you're gonna figure your shit out later. You know what I mean? Like everybody else. But I think it's a really funny way to get caught cheating, and it's a very I would imagine that the 120 pounds it was lighter than this person, and so that's also
very much lighter.
Yeah, that's kind of like a gut punch. I just think it's so stupid. And also, if you are having an affair with somebody, why are you weighing yourself? What's going on? What's the insecurity? I don't know. I guess I've never stepped on a scale at somebody else's home. I feel like,
Oh man, it's a strong urge for me. It's like opening
yeah,
somebody else's fridge. It's like walking in a place. You're like, oh, let me check what's going on in the fridge. You're like, even though I wasn't invited, I'm gonna see what you have in the fridge. I mean,
I mean, yeah.
I
still
go into
do that
somebody's
if you're
bathroom
serious.
now. You take a nice piss right next to that, and then you look over to your left. You're like, scale. Let's see where I'm at. You know, not like
I
a little
can-
midday, like a little stroll on the scale there. You're like, all right, let's see what we got here.
You're like, maybe their scale is like kinder than mine, so we'll see.
It's like walking by a fish tank. It's like, I'm gonna see what they got here for a minute. I don't want to own a fish tank, but I'll see what they're doing here.
But at midnight, 12:20.
So the 12:20 thing, that's girl mindset right there. It's the girl that he was cheating with, hit the scale. She was just like, yeah, I just got it, just completed an exercise.
Yeah, maybe she was checking out the calorie.
Like,
yeah.
did I burn any calories during sex here? And then it was one of those things where she had gotten on the scale and she'd probably realized it was a smart scale as the weight was going up. And she was like, oh no, So it's probably why it logged 2 weights. They were like, let's try to do it again, make it seem like I just got on and off real quick. So it's just like, I don't know. He probably was trying to. I really wish the weight was not in pounds and it was in kilograms. I think if it was like another country, this would have been really funny, because just I picture them arguing in different accents. So the accusal of cheating in American accents, you kind of know how it goes, but in a different accent, like a German or like a UK accent, you'd be like, all right, this is quite funny.
Yeah. They're like 15 stone. What?
Yeah.
They're calling it stone.
Yeah, like, come on, mate. Why would you cheat on me? It's like, I don't know, like that. Yeah.
I do think that like smart shit has like the way that smart technology is like probably exposed cheating. Like how many more people have caught their partner cheating because like video goes up to the cloud, you have a shared account, like you can recover deleted messages. But like I think like this is a really innovative way to catch somebody cheating, honestly.
It is. And, my only thing that I would say is like when she said, they previously separated because like, they're like, oh, let's work on ourselves. And I'm thinking like, so what exactly did she do? Right? I thought he was like, isn't it supposed to be him working on himself? Like these are things I'm thinking like, did she just say that to just try to make him feel bad? And then my thing is this, right? If this person has a history of cheating, you need to like, unless y'all got kids, and I've asked couples like, hey, why'd you decide to stay knowing that the person is unfaithful? And they've said, well, we had we got children, we have finances, we have stuff in our name, so they can't just up and leave like they want to, right? Sure. But I'm sitting here thinking like, if you don't have any of that, why are you still with the person? Like, go, leave. Yeah. You're on a work trip, but yeah, hey, you know what? You're right. A lot of different things. The iCloud gets locked, It's so many different things. People get caught up way more now than they did back then, right? So let me ask you.
I feel like this is why there used to be so many stories of like kids were like, oh, like I turned 30 and I found out my dad had like a whole family in a state like 3 states away, because like it was just like, who's gonna catch me? Like nobody can ever check in on this family in Ohio. I just got to keep them fed and quiet, and I don't raise no rats. You know what I mean? Nobody's going to come out. But then eventually it's like years down the line where they get caught, where now it's like, it's very quick now. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's funny to get caught on a scale cheating, but yeah, just break up. What are you doing? I think it's funny to be like, let's work on ourselves. And what I mean by that is like, you have to masturbate. Don't.
Let me ask you while we're still talking, Chris, let me ask you, what's the craziest way that you've ever caught someone or someone told you a story that involved them catching that individual in a lie?
I you know what, I was trying to think about this and I can't remember that. I remember that one time, the thing that came to mind for me was one time when I was working at a coffee shop and I called in sick, and I went to take the train to the city to go day drinking, and I wasn't sick, and my boss was like also catching the train and hide around a corner, like I was in some spy thriller and wait for them to like get on the train and catch the train. after them. So that, I mean, that's the closest I really can think of being caught in a lie. My wife is always lying to me, in a fun way. Like, and I call them classic wife lies. Like she'll just like make up a story and pretend it's real, like as a bit. You know what I mean? And as a joke. And she's like always doing that to me. And sometimes she really gets me very good.
Love it. Well, hey, congratulations on being married. We're not gonna skip past that part, right? At least we know.
Yeah, we've been married for 7 years. You know what I mean? And I'm throwing my scale out tonight.
And if she cheats, you throw her out as well. Like, hey, you get out of my house. That's what I'm talking about. Know your worth, King. Ryan, what is the craziest way that you've ever caught someone or someone told you a story that involved them catching that individual in a lie?
Yeah, I've heard lots of crazy lies and stories throughout my lifetime. I mean, one that I remember, like that will always stick with me, is that, you know, it was my friend and I. We caught each other out of school this one day, and we were like set on going to the mall. We were like, "Yeah, we're gonna go to the mall. We're gonna have a day at the mall. It's gonna be so sick." Like I was 16, he was probably 15. It was like, so we caught each other out. Hit that home run, you know, so like they believed that that was our parents calling in. Nice. And and then so then we proceeded to drive to the mall, and then maybe 10 minutes into that ride, my car like died on the side of the road.
Oh no.
Yeah, so it was like, we didn't have all these apps and stuff on our phones, so it was like you had to like kind of wait for somebody to get done school to come help us, and it was like we waited like 6 hours that day.
No, you waited 6 hours.
Yeah, it was like nowhere within walking distance either. Nobody would stop either. We kept trying to flag people down. Nobody would stop.
Of course, like, oh no, we're not gonna sit there and help those people. I bet a couple of those folks gave you the bird.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Oh wait, I just remembered getting immediately caught in a lie. I went to the University of Scranton, Pennsylvania, and I was going from a party to the bar, and I was going down the street, and I had to pee really bad, so I pulled up in this. I went to this alleyway, and I just like peed like right by a car, and I turned around, and there was like 2 cops standing there, and I was like, "Oh hey, what's up, man?" And they're like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "That's my car." And they were like, "Is it?" And I was like, "No." I was just going to the bathroom before I go to the bar. And they were like, "Find a bathroom next time." And they just let me go, which is a white privilege thing too. Also, I'm too much aware of that.
Oh man, listen, man. I'm sure most people want to be like y'all, right? Like, you like, yeah, you know what? I can use my white privilege today. Ryan, real quick, I got to ask you before I answer this question. When was there a time where you used your white privilege where you're like, oh, yeah.
I don't think, there's never really a time where I've can recall using it or acknowledging that was what it was. But I mean, I don't know necessarily here, but it was just like, I don't know necessarily. I mean, maybe you could consider this that, but it was a black cop. Like he let me go, so it was like. But I got I stole a lighter from the mall, and as I was walking out of there, I mean, it was black all the way through. I mean, black dude caught me stealing it, took me in the back. It was crazy. I had weed in my pocket too, and I was young. I mean, I don't even know how old I was. Probably 17, probably maybe 16. I don't know. I was a bad little 16-year-old. I was in the back room there, and then they were like, "We're calling the cops. They're coming for you." And it was 4 days before Christmas, and they take me in the back there, and the cop comes back, and he's like, we already searched them because they asked me to empty my pockets again. I was like, "Ah, Jesus." And luckily they didn't search me again. And then I just we went out to the front there. He made me call my dad, and I had my dad come get me. And I didn't explain to my dad anything, I didn't tell him anything. I was just like, the cop we get outside, and the cop was just like, "Dude, what are you doing?" And he's like, "What, are you trying to smoke pot in the fucking parking garage?" And I was like, No. I said, we had a can of Axe, and we were just lighting stuff on fire. That's what we said. and he was just like, all right, well, I'm not gonna fucking put you in trouble before Christmas. Just don't do it again. And he gave me my paperwork and just like it was a warning.
To be fair,
Yeah.
starting fires is a very white teenage boy thing to do. So
Yeah, just lighting stuff on fire, and it was funny. I mean, I was with a guy. It was like the Avengers of race. It was like I had my black friend with us, Jordan. Then we had Tom Lee with us. I mean, we were Joey Savella. It was like we had a Filipino, a black kid, and a white kid, and an Asian kid. We were all mixed.
I'm sure they were thankful you were there.
Yeah, Tom wasn't even around to get arrested with us. He was just fucking way gone. He ran as far as he could. Yeah, we picked him up at a Best Buy down the street.
Not
like,
Best Buy, though.
Yeah, he's like, I ran down here and my dad didn't find out for years later. It was kind of funny.
When your dad found out, what did he do? What did he say? Did he like go off on you?
He got the belt. He got the belt. It was a couple weeks ago now.
Well, let me say, as far as the craziest way, I'm sure I've said this story before. I'm sure this will be my first time saying this to both of y'all or whatever. But I had only thing that comes to mind, because again, like Ryan said, he's had so many different crazy stories that he's heard over the years, but one sticks out. The one that sticks out for me was when former friend of mine, she had her husband who, found out the man was on hard drugs. We're talking like hard drugs, right? And but he also was a cheater, and so what happened was he gave her an STD, and so when he used to be an exterminator, but it was curable STD, so we're good. We're good. We don't have to shake our head too like, whoa, okay, we're good, right? So he gave her a curable STD. And so when she confronted him, because he was an exterminator, he said, well, what happened was the rat, a random rat got loose, and it pissed on me, and the piss got in my bloodstream, and that's how he got burned. And that was, I literally hit the floor. John was on the floor. And I was like, did he really expect you to believe that?
Oh my God, dude.
That's funny.
Awful.
No, it's like awful.
But it's also like
it's disgusting.
Yeah, it's disgusting too. Like, come up with something. It's like so much better. Like, if you were like, I don't know, say you were at a strip club or something. Like, a rat pissed on me and then it got in my bloodstream. What are you talking about?
She said that code name was the rat, was the woman, and
I mean, that's like. That's like a superhero origin story or something.
Yeah, it is. I just thought about somebody else. I had another person that I know. She said her husband, they're divorced now. That first lady, I don't know if they're still married or not, but they should have been divorced a long time ago. But the second person, she said her husband, she would catch him in little lies. Like he would say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go hang out with my friend Rob," right? So then she'll bring up Rob 6 months later. Like, how's Rob doing? Who's Rob? So like stuff like that. He couldn't even remember.
Write your lies down. Create your own lore.
So yeah, that is crazy. So Ryan, go ahead. Let us know where everybody can find you online. Your next up and coming show, all that good stuff.
You guys can find me here, and then I'm in Kutztown at some point at the end of this month, and then I'm at Helium August 18th. Hit me up. I got free tickets. I can give them to you. And then, just be on tours one day.
That's it. Chris, let us know where they can find you and your socials.
Socials are at Real Chris Cal on TikTok and Instagram and all the stuff. And I have a stand-up album called Husky Boy that is available on Spotify and Amazon and Apple Music, and I have a short film that should be coming out this fall called Give Me a Call, so I'll be posting about that on my socials as well. So and I'm performing all over Madison and Milwaukee and stuff, so you can check my schedule.
Nice.
All right. Well, listen, man, I appreciate Chris, return back for, it's been a few months, but I'm glad you made it back and everything else like that. Ryan, I appreciate you as always. If I need you, I'll call you. and you'll show up.
I'll be there.
That's it, you'll be. Make to the rest of my audience, make sure you guys please like, comment, subscribe, turn this notification bell on so you all are not missing any more of these exclusive, great guest interviews, comedy, skits, bits, all that. And tips, all that. With that being said, you all be blessed. You all be safe. We are out.